Ollie seems to just have Pep's number at the moment. I think in a head-to-head, I think Ollie's winning in terms of Manchester United, Manchester City. And yeah, it's disappointing for Pep Guardiola to lose his winning streak. But I agree with Crookie. It's consistency is the biggest thing for most clubs, but particularly Manchester United. To turn him to performance against Crystal Palace and then produce this is chalk and cheese, really. And that is just the way it's gone for Manchester United. And I do think we'll hear from Manchester United fans looking at this performance. They've got to be disappointed they're not challenging higher up and closer to Man City.
Well, listen, Dave called up. He's called 08717 22 3344. Dave is a Man United fan. Dave, proud of your team's performance today?
I'm absolutely ecstatic, over the moon, lads. But it's just the same old word week in, week out with those boys at the moment. It's inconsistency. You've just gone over on Wednesday night. They're absolutely shocking. Yet today, I didn't give us a hope today because City has been playing brilliant and everything. But we really, really played well today. I think everybody was a unit. I think Dean Henderson is giving his case for United's number one now.
I agree.
And also, I thought Scott McTominay was superb. Fred plays well with McTominay, but not with Matic. I thought against Palace, I thought Fred and Matic were awful. But obviously, Fred seems to understand McTominay, and he understands Fred. But Martial, he looked like an absolute world beater today.
Yeah.
Absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. It's probably the best game I've ever seen him play for us. It was absolutely awesome. And I'd like to give a bit of credit as well to a lad who's had a bit of stick off United fans for the past few months. Is young Dan James. I thought he was superb as well. He worked hard. He kept his pace was electric. And Luke Shaw, what can you say? Is he the best left back in Europe at the moment?
I don't know about Europe because obviously there's a guy at Bayern Munich called Alphonso Davies who's probably would have something to say about that. But
oh yeah, he is a good player. Lad.
he's not bad in. But listen, Luke Shaw for me right now, if you pick players on form going into the Euros, Crookie, I don't know what you think. Luke Shaw would be starting for England.
Yeah, especially as Chilwell it isn't guaranteed a starter at Chelsea at the moment. I think you have to be pleased for Luke Shaw because it was a difficult move, wasn't it, Dave, going up to Old Trafford at a very young age, maybe struggled with that to start with his lifestyle off the pitch, the injuries. But I think now we're seeing why Manchester United paid all the money they did for him as a youngster at Southampton.
Well, I think what it is, I think Ollie seems to nurture the younger players, and he likes to bring them on. He understands through the Ferguson era. He knows what it's all about. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. When you've worked under Alex Ferguson, you've got to have some little bit of nous about you, and I just think Luke Shaw he's coming to his own a bit. He's struggled a bit, but now he's finding his feet and he's playing well. And also, people, do you know something? I think if we'd had Paul Pogba today, I think we were looking at beating City 3-4 today. I think Paul Pogba is, people have slated Paul a little bit, but I hope he stays at United because I think he's a world-class player.
Yeah, listen, I agree with you in terms of Paul Pogba as a player. But you know what's funny? I have to say, Dave, that was a great call. Thank you. Paul Pogba has got to be one of the most players that gets criticised the most when he doesn't play. And in this situation, he didn't play. And they think, well, do you know what? I think if we had him, that he makes more impact when he's not even playing.
Yeah, but Paul Pogba is a World Cup winner. He came for a massive price tag. He's still a player that divides opinion. And again, we talk about consistency on his day. He's an absolute superstar, but he hasn't had enough of those days at Manchester United. But that's why he hogs so many headlines and so much attention. But we shouldn't talk about Paul Pogba tonight. We should talk about the players that did play. Manchester City on this incredible run of wins.